Welcome back to the Edgewater Race Report. I am Rick Vickery, as always, joined by Rob Weinle. Hey, now, Rob, we have got the first weekend of what is, pun intended, a very hot month of action on the track. We've got that first weekend behind us. Hey, we got to keep on rock and roll. We have got a lot to cover. Big old episode 17.
We are booked in August with great shows from start to finish. It's going to be a great month. If you like drag racing, we're going to have fun.
Yeah, as we said, last week on episode 16, a special bonus info episode as we kind of laid out the entire month, some changes to the schedule. So to keep up with everything that we go on, as Rob said, each and every weekend, in and out, main event, marquee attractions. Hey, you can either go back and check out that episode through the Facebook page, or you can go right to the YouTube page, either one of the find those, or keep up with all the evolving details to the happenings at Edgewater, facebook.com/Edgewater Race. But Rob, as we said, wow, what a way to kick off a super hot month of action at the track.
Wow, it was big. We had one heck of a bike race, and I just want to tell everybody, Edgewater is different. As far as when they say it's going to rain, it doesn't mean it's going to rain at Edgewater. It'll rain all over town. Just the way the river is and the hills, it like comes in and splits. And Edgewater has sunshine. We have 3 great days of motorcycle racing, and everybody thinks it's rained out. So a little bit lighter on cars, a little bit lighter on attendance, but it was still a great weekend. A lot of great racing here at Edgewater.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about that because I actually had some people reach out to me, as I'm posting and trying to drum up some some interest. And hey, get down here. We've got open skies. It is beautiful. Even though they were calling for high temperatures at times, we had a nice breeze there. People were like, it's raining here. You're right. You look at that radar, and there's pockets all over the region, except for this one little opening.
Right there. I mean, we've got people coming in from 128, and it's pouring down rain and sunshine at the racetrack. And they're like, you're lying to me. It's not raining. I'm like, it's not raining here. It's sunshine. I'll take you a picture right now and send it to you.
Well, we had scheduled for the 4 days, including the tune and test in there. We only lost the tune and test, but got plenty of runs in Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, Saturday morning, we were up against the rain a little bit, but we waited it out. Turned out to be an incredible day. Well, ran into the evening. Sunday, fun day. One of the best places to be in the 513 Edgewater. And what I really enjoyed about it is you kind of said, that Edgewater is a little different. I thought you were going to go here outside of the weather. We offer. This was one of those cases where we're offering something new and something different.
Definitely.
And it was kind of cool and special to watch it unfold.
It's been decades since we've had an all motorcycle weekend, and it was great. It was an incredible change of pace for spectators and fans, and everybody had a good time. The track was awesome. All the motorcycle racers thought the track was incredible. Sticky Ricky did a great job. The glue gods shined on us, and we got 4 barrels of a PJH. Which is hard, as everybody knows, hard to get your hands on. So we were in great shape with a great track, and everything went real well with very, very little hiccups other than the rain delay on Saturday.
Now, I say, real quick before, I kind of put over the racing and what really stood out to me. A shout out to our Deep Fried Delights guest that was working over on the tower side Sunday. Hooked me up with a deep fried Cincinnati Classic Metwurst, the Met deep fried. Hey, anybody that knows me, a foodie, can follow me on Facebook, Richard Brunson Vickery, RBV E-Town. I'm all over the city as what I like to consider as one of the Queen City food influencers. But, man, that thing was incredible. But, back to the bikes here. Brian and his crew from the NHDRO, an outstanding job on their behalf, putting together the event, hyping it up. The organization throughout the 3 days, simply incredible. Hat tip to them.
Yeah, Brian and Nikki are just 2 great individuals. They run a very good show, very good program. Nikki's just a blast to be with. Always bubbly, always smiling. It's good to be surrounded with those type of people.
And again, on the track, to see some of the times that they were hitting, some of the speeds, simply mind blowing.
Yeah, 180 miles on 180 mile an hour on 2 wheels is you'll never catch me do it, but it's pretty exciting to watch someone else do it.
I say the time that I was there, I think that it topped out at 182 was the top that I had seen.
Yeah.
Now, as I said, we got a lot of runs in. There were a lot of races, a lot of runs for the winner's circle. Now, Rob, I know you got them ready to go. So it is that time. Let's show a little love for our friends at the NHDRO. Let's head on inside this week's winner's circle.
Yes.
Celebrating this week's champions, welcome to the winner's circle.
And there's way too many here for me to memorize here, so we're gonna go and we're gonna do something different. We're gonna reverse order this time. We're gonna start off on Sunday with our big race.
I know some big ones on Sunday.
Yeah,
well, from some familiar names and faces, some family feuds that we saw this weekend.
Yeah, definitely father-son, son-son matches that were pretty incredible. The Englands are great. All three of them are great racers. A lot of our locals did really, really well, so we like to see that. So we're going to start off with Grudge, and the winner from Dayton, Ohio, Mr. Ron Jones. Moving on to Pro ET. And in our runner-up, all the way from Davenport, Iowa, Mr. Joseph Clemmy. And the big winner in Pro ET on Sunday from Springfield, Ohio, was Cecily Schellhaus. Actually, it's Celise Schellhaus. Sorry to get that wrong. In Street ET, one of those big matchups you talk about, dad and son, Butch England, better known as Homer, and Jeremy England, all from Westchester.
I believe that was actually the final run of the weekend.
Yeah, that was the final run of the race, and Jeremy turned it red, a little bit nervous. I think Dad got under his skin, and he turned it red, nervous, and Homer took it for the win, and it was pretty exciting to see that.
I think it was going to cut off his allowance.
Probably. And then Dirty 30. Taking runner-up, Shannon Hall, and the big win went to Drew Nierhoff. In Super Comp, the big runner-up from Cleves, Ohio, which is home to Edgewater, Mr. Eric Patrick, and the big win from Frankfort, Kentucky, goes to Ryland Rowe. On to Quick Street, out of Hamilton, Ohio, Evan Yost. And the big win from Marion, Ohio, Jaden Hall. In Top Gas, Westchester and Edgewater regular, Mr. Jeremy England, takes runner-up again against David Bashara out of Columbus, Ohio. All right, back. Sunday was first. This is Saturday. We're going to big wins in road course shootout. I don't have a name. All I have is 912X. If anybody knows who that was, please let me know. But Kyron Drake,
I think they're from Speed Racer, right? Racer X.
Yeah.
912X.
912X, the big win. And Kyron Drake was the runner-up in Pro ET from Springfield, Ohio. And get back to some names we hear a lot. Cecily Schellhaus with the runner-up, and Mr. Tom Clemmy takes the win in Pro ET. On the Street ET, Evan Yost out of Hamilton, Ohio with the runner-up, and the big win from Crestline, Ohio, Mr. Jim Swanger. In Dirty 30, out of Davenport, Iowa, and the runner-up, Tom Clemmy, and the big win goes to Drew Nierhoff. We'll go with Nierhoff. Moving on to Quick Street. Runner-up, Mr. Ray Pappas out of Troy, Ohio. And the big win goes to Rashad Rowe from Frankfort, Kentucky. In Super Comp, little family rivalry here. Tom Clemmy takes the runner-up to the winner, Joseph Clemmy. And in Top Gas, out of Columbus, Ohio, the big win is David Bashira, and runner-up to Jeremy Teasley. And we move on to the first day, last of Friday, Shootout day. We're going to go with our 55 and older shootout. Runner-up again, Joseph Clemmy. And the big win goes to Butch England, otherwise known as Homer England. And in box shootout, little brother race, Jeremy England and Andrew England. Who do you think won that one? Andrew's killer on the tree. He takes the win over Jeremy in box shootout. In no box shootout, runner-up, Williams Horatio. And the big win goes to Mr. Ben Knight. Our top gas shootout, Jeremy Teasley takes the runner-up and the winner, Edgewater's own, Odell Williams Jr. out of Cincinnati, Ohio. And in road course shootout on Friday evening, Kyron Drake in the runner-up, and the big win goes to Justin Hodge. In grudge, the big winner, Brian Welch. And in our road course shootout, runner-up, Kyron Drake, and the winner, Justin Hodge. Finishes up our NHDRO weekend.
I was going to say, we went in reverse order there, but hey, a lot of runs, a lot of action, a lot of excitement on the track. Again, this was their second visit with us. Hopefully, we'll see them again coming in next season. Get the word out there. This is an event that people don't want to miss with a great organization.
Yeah, they'll be back next season. Everything's very well done. Great organization. And they'll be back to see us next season. And we'll just fill up the stands and bring in the racers and make it bigger and better.
I say, Rob, we had a lot to cover there with our 2 wheels of frenzy. 3 days, simply incredible. Hey, again, like I said, we don't have time to rest, but we do need to take a pause here on the race report. Take a look at one of our great sponsors. On the other side of the break, we're talking takeovers, baby. But first, let's look at one of our great sponsors.
Racing is not a one-person sport. It's a team effort made up of friends, family, and Summit Racing equipment. We've got the track-proven parts and tools, plus unbeatable customer service and expert technical advice, along with same-day shipping. Summit Racing, your trusted teammate for all things race car. SummitRacing.com.
Rob, we are back from the break. Hey, we're going to keep on moving and grooving, keep it rolling. Hey, we are looking forward here again. Forecast looking spectacular. Cool temperatures as well the weekend ahead. But another 4 big days of action at Edgewater.
Second weekend in August, and it's not even going to hit 80 degrees. Isn't that crazy? It's going to be beautiful sunshine.
That is heaven, baby. That is heaven.
You want to believe these weather people, we want to, we're trying. We're saying a high of 84 Thursday for tune and test. Beautiful sunshine. High of, I think, 78 on Friday and Saturday with nothing but sunshine. Small chance of rain on Sunday, partly cloudy for our bracket race on Sunday. Looks like it's going to be a great weekend. Hopefully Mother Nature holds out and the sun shines on us and we get this all in because we've got another first time here at Edgewater.
Now, Rob, before we get into the details of this thing, I was looking, when you're in live events, and I'm sure you regularly consider this, you kind of get your finger on the pulse of what's happening in the city. Yeah, I work in a variety of live events, and one of the things that you can't really take in, every time you're scheduling something, but it's always in the back of your mind, what else is happening in the city? What might pull away? Especially now with the buzz around the Bengals. Does that concern you at all about your draws, especially with some special events, as the Bengals will be kicking off preseason this Friday down at the newly dubbed, no more Paul Brown Stadium, Paycor Stadium.
Paycor Stadium, incredible. They said they got Paul Brown's got everything down already.
I saw the numbers.
I guess I'd get it down in a hurry too.
I understand. I know there's a lot of fans upset because the corporations that continue to evolve and take over the sports world. Hey, but believe me, it makes sense business-wise. But I did see that Pat McAfee had suggested they should have called it the Paycor Jungle, which I would have been a big fan of instead of Stadium if you got to go corporate. But does it factor into your concerns, your considerations at all about things like that are going on? Or is it just, hey, we got to roll, we got to go with it? It's maybe a different audience. We got to bring the best spectacles that we can to compete with these.
Well, I'm not worried about, one Bengals game since there's going to be 20. I think there's only one Street Car Takeover in Cincinnati, and I don't think we're going to be hurting for crowd at all. I really don't think the Bengals. I am a big Bengals fan, but this is more important. I don't think it's going to hurt the crowd.
There we go, man. Rob believes in it, baby. The Streetcar Takeover is definitely not just taking over Edgewater, taking over Cincinnati. And as you said, Rob, it starts Friday night.
Yeah, Streetcar Takeover is massive. They did it recently down in Bowling Green, Kentucky, which I'm very familiar with. I went to college and played football down at Western and Bowling Green, and it's a small market. And they had over 2,500 people there each day. And their bigger markets are Indianapolis, Columbus. There's 5,000-6,000 people a day. We're hoping to get a really good crowd here Friday and Saturday. I really don't think the Bengals game is going to hurt anything. If somebody's really wanting to watch, they'll record it and record it.
Well, it's only important for like the first quarter of the first preseason game anyway. But Rob, we were talking before we hit record here. The Streetcar Takeover, it's something unique inside of itself. We were talking about something different with the bikes, but the Streetcar Takeover, it's really its own beast here, and it's going to keep the fans on the edge of their seat.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of really exciting stuff going on. There's a little bit there for everybody. They've got drag racing, roll racing, small tire shootout, huge show and shine car show. There's something for everything, for everybody.
That is awesome. All right, so they're taking the center stage both Friday and Saturday. Can you give us details about gates? Maybe what it takes to get in?
Yeah, we've got you can buy tickets when you come in, or you can buy tickets from their website, streetcar-takeover.com.
Interesting. So this is one of the cases where there is a pre-sale available at it.
Correct. They use a company called Float to do their pre-sales, and if you want to make sure you got that good ticket, and we start opening up early on Friday at 4:00. The gates open for racers, and at 6:00 gates open for spectators. The track goes hot between around 6:30ish or so for test and tune, and then the small tire shootout goes from 7:30 to 11, and test and tune they've got from 7 to 11. So it might get started a little earlier than that. So we're gonna have the track ready to go by 6:30. So it'll be nice.
That is awesome. So for both days.
Saturday roll racing starts at 11. It goes till 2:30. The show and shine is from 11 to 5. Drag racing is from 3 to 10, and the burnout contest is at 2:30 p.m. Can't wait to see that.
I was gonna say that hey, we were talking about the appeal, the draw, the burnouts, baby. I mean that's gonna pack the house.
Yeah, it definitely. It's going to be fun. Roll racing, we've never done that at Edgewater. I hear it's a lot of fun. I'm waiting to see exactly how it works and see how it goes, and everybody will enjoy that. They still have a ton of people show up just to do that.
Now, Rob, as we're talking about, the different kind of, I would say like the novelties, the special attractions that they have there. But inside of the Streetcar Takeover, we do have the tradition, what we're for the drag racing, and you said there's some pretty cool classes to keep.
There's some really cool classes. It's not just a car show. It's not just roll racing. It's not just a burnout show. There's a lot of great drag racing classes. They've got your small tire, no time. That's always exciting. It's all to see how good you are, how fast you go, see if you can make it down the track. Then they've got your street racer. They've got Battle of the Brands, which is a 100 minimum tread wear tire class. They've got Monster Clutch stick shift class. They've got the heavyweight class. That would be mine. They got front wheel drive class. They got Extreme Street running on a 10.0 index. So we got index racing as well. We got Daily Driver Extreme, which is 11.0 index. And we got Daily Driver Mile, which is a 12.0 index. So it's got to be a lot of cool different types of racing, a lot of fun stuff. stuff there for everybody. I know the small tire stuff is exciting, and we're really excited to get that PJH in, which really helps out with trying to do that radial type of racing.
All right, so this weekend coming up, we have got Street Car Takeover. We have got bracket racing, last day for Summit Points, and that's the lead in to just not maybe the biggest weekend of this month, but not even maybe the biggest weekend of this month, the biggest weekend of the season at Edgewater. It is the Dick Weinle Memorial Race, Rob. Now, I know you're excited. I'm excited. The fans are excited. The drivers are excited. Again, let's get hyped up a little bit. We've had some changes here. Run down what you've got in store for everyone.
Yeah, we've been moving things around a little bit. Try to make things really good for this weekend. With it being the Memorial Race, it means a lot to the family, and obviously it means a lot to the racers that knew my father. We've had the track for 43 years, and we want to make this something really special. So what we've done is we originally had Cincy Street Nights set up on Friday, but we're moving that back 1 week. So we're going to set that up the following week. On Friday, we're going to have tune and test on Thursday that week, and then do Cincy Street Nights. So we're open up Friday. We're going to have tune and test on Thursday.
That'll be the 18th.
On the 18th, okay. Then on Friday, we're going to have a 64 car shootout for cars, and then it's already booked. And then we're going to have a 16 car shootout for junior dragsters. So we got to get that set up and get that announced. And we're going to have tune and test strictly for slick tires on Friday. So we're going to have to get that word out to everybody. It's slick tires only on Friday that are hard tire, any tire. Tune and test is on Thursday. So I know a lot of guys from the NDRL are wanting to come in on Thursday and test, and got to make this one big, great 4-day weekend.
And of course, when it gets to the bracket racing, hey, that winner circle, that chase towards the crown, important every week at Edgewater, but extra special for those that can take it home during the Dick Weinle Memorial Race.
Yeah, it means a lot, definitely.
Yeah, so again, we have got Street Car Takeover coming at you. We've got last day for Summit Points. We are getting geared up for the super stacked Dick Weinle Memorial Race. Hey, we just keep rolling on here at Edgewater. I would like to remind everybody, you got about a week out before the Memorial Race. Hey, there is still time to get on board and join the sponsorship team, get some advertising down at Edgewater. There might not be enough time to get the banners in, but what's going to do if you get locked in within this week? I was talking to Rob about this week. We're going to put together some special packages here to recognize you via social media. I mean, we are talking thousands, hundreds of thousands potentially reached through our campaigns there. You'll have multiple mentions there live at the track. You'll eventually get that banner. And what's going to do? It's going to cover you for because we start from the year to date.
Yeah.
So it's going to cover you for 2 Dick Weinle Memorial Races.
Exactly. We're going to go all the way through to the next year as well. So we only do our banners in coroplast, which anybody's familiar, is kind of like plastic cardboard. It holds up the color really well and holds up really well to the elements. And, getting just, a banner, they'll start to get ratty and they'll hang and sag, but the coroplast always looks good. So you're always putting on that really good impression for the people that are there at the racetrack looking at. And racers are very loyal. They will support the people that support the racetrack.
Hey, why not get on board this week? A double bang for your buck. You get 2 of the marquee events in here this year and next year's. Rob, the excitement continues on. Anything else that you'd like to add before we get out of here for this week's episode?
We had our 2-day 5K a couple of weeks ago. We were just absolutely packed with cars. I think we had close to 150 entries in Super Pro on Saturday, and we're having pretty much the same entry, but we're paying out another $2,500 each day. So we're expecting a huge crowd. Come down and enjoy the fun. Win some good money. We're also going to have NDRL with us as well, so it's going to be great. We're going to have a lot of fans there for bracket racers come in and race in front of a bunch of people is always exciting as well, and that'll be a lot of fun.
Hey, there's a way you can keep up easiest way to keep up, two ways to keep up, edgewaterrace.com. Easiest way because you can keep up with all the things that are evolving, how the happenings are changing. You can interact, leave comments, you can share, and that is to follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Edgewater Race. For this week's episode of the Edgewater Race Report, I am Rick Vickery. He is Rob Weinle. We'll see you at the track.
All right, we'll see you soon.